folks, welcome back to Mad Ferret Studios. Boudicca here. So we will pick up where we left off on part 9. Going into part 10, to recap, the ranch has been rebuilt. We now have our chicken coop. Grandma Hazel is not feeling good, unfortunately. And it's time to brew a potion, or it's time to do some magic to turn spring into summer. However, I would like to get my spring crops harvested first before we actually do that. So now we have a chicken coop and we can have chickens and all the other fun stuff. So let's dive in.
Am I ready for bed?
Have you tried out the Boost Harvest Potion on some of your seeds yet?
Okay, Grandma Hazel's still in bed, so we'll let her rest.
Oh, look at the head scratches. Oh, got one!
Oh my gosh, the cozy chicken house. I love it. That is so cool. Oh, yes, ready for some chickens.
Saw Vanessa on her way to your farm with a plate of cupcakes. She really is such a thoughtful first lady to take that kind of time. And she works with the twins every day. The League of the Conscious Mind doesn't have saints, but if we did, she would certainly qualify.
Hazel's a good cook, but if you want a meal so big you'll hardly be able to walk afterwards, go to Sophia's. And at the end of a day planting seeds, you'll want that kind of meal, trust me.
Quick! Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah! Quick one!
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yes! Oh, yeah!
ask you a question, Cameron? What happened to the church that used to be located where the Consciousness Center stands?
You know, I never really asked. I get the sense that when the mine closed, a lot of workers moved off the island. Without much of a congregation, there was no one to pay tithes for its maintenance. But past misfortunes can lead to new beginnings. That's what I believe.
Sometimes Francis invites me to join him for a romantic beach stroll when he goes searching for pearls, but just look at me. I don't tan, I burn. Painfully.
I heard Hazel's been feeling worse. Are you doing okay?
I think so. It's hard, honestly. Because I'm the only one who lives with her. Like, what if she falls? Wow, that just popped out of me. I didn't even realize I was afraid of that.
Giacomo used to say I had that effect on people. They tell me all their worries. Well, I don't mind.
Every night I tell myself I should go hang out at Damon's bar, make more of an effort to, like, put myself out there. And almost every night I stay on the couch binge watching some show I've already seen 1,000,000 times.
Good one!
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, quick!
That one. Oh, that one. Oh, woohoo!
Time for bed.
Speak to people around town and get to know their problems. Sometimes there's things you can do to help. Sometimes there's things they can do to help you.
In a good mood today, Thomas?
I am. Just got back from Milkwater. We were all celebrating the new year.
Aw, Happy New Year!
I might have overdone it, though. Ate so much herring, you could probably roll me back to the farm.
Got one! Ooh, gotcha! Ow!
Bum, 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 bum.
Got one! Oh, yeah!
Oh, this is weird. I could have swore I got a new shipment of chocolate bars in, but the box is gone.
Maybe it was one of the kids? I've heard they like to prank people.
Nah, brah. Emmy always pays for her chocolate with her allowance. She takes pride in her junior budgeting skills. Maybe I'm just burned out from doing 2-a-day sessions this past week. Oh, give that right over here.
I could make this whole area a place for gardening, but you'll need to clear out all the trees and rocks from the area I've roped off. Got it? You come back and let me know when you've cleared out all the trees and rocks there, and then we can talk business.
Watch out for the twins. You're new and the last person who was new was Cameron. And let's just say there's a reason the Consciousness Center doesn't have the stained glass windows left over from the old church anymore. And that reason may have involved homemade slingshots.
One time, I messed up my proportions when I was making a big vat of Miracle Grow. I tested it on a mushroom, and it exploded to like 10 times its original size.
What did you do?
I stuffed the mushroom in my bag and took it home, duh. Fresh produce is expensive. We cannot let the townspeople know our true identities. Witches have died this way.
Try to not blow off any arms or legs while trying out new spells. It's harder to stay in secret society that way. The past is wrapped up with the future. Understanding one unlocks the other.
I brought the Spirit Flame Potion.
Well done. Be aware that the crops that thrive in spring will wilt under the summer sun. It's best you finish any tasks that still need to be done. Now, are you ready to say goodbye to spring?
Yes, I am ready for some summer sun.
But I sense that you have unfinished business. Violet needs a favor from you, and your heart can't abide leaving this business unfinished. Return when this matter is resolved.
Oh, such a pretty girl.
You still liked that, didn't you, kitty? What a long day.
You don't need to hover over me. Why don't you head into town for a change of scenery? meet some people.
Can I ask you something? Did your grandma remember who you were when you saw her?
Of course. Why?
Oh. It's just, my grandpa doesn't remember me when we go visit him. Or sometimes he thinks Emmy is my mom.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's just silly. Emmy doesn't even look like my mom.
I place a monthly order for fresh flowers, Violet. It's not like I asked for a rush job.
I'm sorry. It's just that the ferry's running behind schedule. Again. Maybe if the ferry wasn't underfunded, this wouldn't happen.
Make excuses if you like. Late is late, as I tell my students.
Bad time?
No, it's fine. When my dad was mayor, the ferry always ran on time. Hey, do you have any wildflowers growing on your farm? Maybe I could make some substitutions.
Sort of. How do you feel about thistles?
You're suggesting I make a bouquet out of thistles? Thistles?
Look, if you don't want them...
Did you hear me say no? The sooner I can get Vanessa out of my hair, the better. So, anything I can put in my bouquets?
Stress no more, I found just the thing. See? They're pretty.
Yes, those will do nicely. It's hard sometimes. Filling all these orders to decorate the house I grew up in.
Whoa, does the mansion go with the job?
Yep. Anyway, thanks. You saved my butt. This is clutch! Wait, could you tell I was getting hangry?
You want to know the truth? When I first came here, I was more nervous about meeting Hazel than I was about meeting Lena's dad.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Marcus was her dad, but I could tell Hazel's opinion really mattered to Lena. We're going on 10 years and 2 kids, so I must have said something right.
Oh, God! Oh, yeah!
Quick! Gotcha!
I brought the spirit flame potion.
Well done. Be aware that the crops that thrive in spring will wilt under the summer sun. It's best you finish any tasks that still need to be done. Now, are you ready to say goodbye to spring?
Yes, I am ready for some summer sun.
Wonderful. Let us begin. Take your place in the circle. And so we begin the turning of the seasons, just as our ancestors have done for thousands of years. Novice, pour the spirit flame into the sacred bowl to ignite our fire.
We say goodbye to the gentle sun of spring.
We welcome the golden dawn of summer.
Yes, we turn the seasons, like they said.
Oh, way cool.
Oh, Honeybee, you're here.
Of course I am, Grandma.
For a moment, I thought you were Robert coming to collect me. I felt a warm breeze.
Yes, we turn the seasons. That's all.
Still a skeptic, I see. But there is still so much you haven't seen. Still so much to learn and do. Oh, I've done my best to take care of Violet since her mother disappeared.
Don't worry. I promise I'll be here for her.
I know you will, sweetheart. You're going to do great. I'm proud of you. I'm so glad you came back to see me.
Me too. I just wish we had more time.
We had time enough. You've learned how to run the farm.
I'll take good care of it for you.
And I know you can bring the community and the Coven together. Promise me? You'll remember everything I've taught you.
I promise.
You will be a marvelous witch. I can already see your powers blooming. It's time for me to rest. Take care. My beautiful little honeybee. I love you.
Goodbye, Grandma Hazel. I'll take up your mantle and protect the town. You can rest now.
Today, we say goodbye to one of this town's finest citizens, Hazel Wylde. Her dear friend Lena is going to say a few words.
Hazel was my mentor. Yes, but she was more than that. She was always giving. Advice, a bowl of soup, a basket of fresh eggs. She never, ever gave up on those she loved. And she loved this island more than anything. And now she's given us Tara. Oh, we are so glad you're here. It means Hazel hasn't really left us.
Thanks, Lena.
Hello. You're Hazel's granddaughter? I'm Wesley.
I've never seen you around before.
Oh, I don't live in Fairhaven.
Oh, I see. So you came over on the ferry from Milkwater. Well, thanks for taking the time to come all that way.
Of course. I wanted to come pay my respects. Hazel was a wonderful friend. Oh, and I have this for you. I run a rare bookshop, you see. Hazel had me fix the binding on this old family heirloom. I know she would have wanted you to have it.
Oh. Thank you so much.
Well, I should go. Nice to meet you, Tara.
Nice to meet you too. Wait. That's not the way to the ferry.
Thanks again for helping me out with the thistles.
No problem.
Have you planted the tulip seeds I gave you? If you grow flowers in your garden beds, you can attract bees. First, you need to build a beehive for them. Here's some instructions. If you keep the bees happy, they'll make honey and beeswax. The more flowers, the faster the bees can produce honey. So plant plenty.
Do I really want to keep bees, though?
Won't they sting?
Bees can feel your intentions. You just have to come at them with the right energy. Come back when you have honey to sell, and I'll buy some from you.
Alright, with that, folks, I think we're gonna call it quits. Well, that sucks. Grandma Hazel died at the end. Jeez. And that was a total tearjerker. So, we'll miss Grandma Hazel. Thanks for joining. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to share if you like. And I will catch you guys on the next adventures through summertime. Bye for now.